Hi, Shane.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Did they close the door for people to register?
6, yeah, they had to
Okay. So we're just waiting for the end of the line, I guess, to come out.
I think they're going to be in Covington here in just a little bit. They're going to have people running the parking lots, letting everybody know when each city is out.
Okay.
Live behind us.
Just to make sure they're not in their cars hiding.
We're going to, if they're registered, we'll be calling their name.
Oh, so you have, do you
we have a list of who's registered.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, gotcha. Mm-hmm. Can you explain it again? What is the rule that's in the bylaws, and what's going on?
The rule has always been at the state level.
Okay.
Let me say, historically it was at the state level. It had to be a man and a woman elected to leadership positions in the party.
Okay.
The state party about 4 years ago said, if there's 2 men that want to serve and no women, you can elect 2 men.
Okay.
If 2 women want to serve and no men, you can elect 2 women.
Okay.
But if you have people of opposite gender that want to serve, you should elect one as the chair and one as the co-chair.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's all we said.
Okay. Well, because there was something in Edgewood that they said because they were husband and wife, they put it. So that's kind of the opposite.
That was not what was happening. Edgewood worked through the people that wanted to run. Both got elected.
Okay.
Husband and wife certainly can serve.
Okay. Yeah. So that's not something that's in the bylaws, though. So why are we? I'm not following. Did you all follow that?
County bylaws revert to the state bylaws.
Okay.
Okay, that's the difference. Hang on here just a second. These are not the up.
Okay. Okay, so we're good then? You're okay with this?
There's nothing in there about gender.
Yeah, we don't see anything about gender. Is this the RPK rules? Or is this the bylaws?
That one's for Kentucky Republic, pages 15 and 16.
Okay, so nothing in the actual RPK rules say anything about gender either?
Correct.
Do you have...
Copy of that. Yeah, so you got it right there in front of you. So go to page 15 and 16, Cassie.
Sorry.
Did you elect a man and a woman are willing to serve?
Yeah.
They're saying that's not anywhere in the bylaws.
It's in the state bylaws.
And I can't find it. This is the old set of the county bylaws. It's
Well,
on the website.
It's not in our bylaws.
Is this the old set of the bylaws?
Yes, this was that's the old set from the website.
That's
So the
not,
website doesn't have the current version?
I found that out myself today. No, ma'am.
So here it is for, this is the state one. And so can you show us in here where it talks about gender?
Precinct captain, elected officials.
Scott, mine are out in the car.
Yeah.
Can we go get them?
Yes, please. This precinct is standing at ease until you find it.
Very fancy at ease.
Well, he's going to get his copy. Well, he's the attorney. If he can't make you all happy, we'll call the state attorney. Or you all just going with your election? Let's serve who's elected.
So you guys don't have
you're not in here. You're not in this precinct. You need to leave.
I'm just giving her the.
She's bringing me my paper.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
you don't have a current copy of the Kenton County bylaws with you in the building or the current RPK laws?
The chairman has them. He just went hhis car to get
Oh,
them.
gotcha. Okay.
So just hold into those, don't give those.
It's already voted. Okay, I'm going to call the Lakeside too because you told them to go home.
What are you talking
You
about?
told them to go home for Lakeside too.
I didn't talk to anybody about going
You didn't
home.
vote out in the parking lot?
Yes, we did.
Okay, so then what are you doing here now?
Chair, co-chair.
Do you remember who's the one that led the charge of getting the vote over with in the parking lot? Because you don't remember that?
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. The issue is we've got 2 people here. We've got more people back. When they come back, they'll fill out and they'll be allowed. Everyone in that precinct will cast a vote for those precinct officials, and we'll go from there. Okay? Those people who are duly registered in that precinct will get the vote. Fair enough?
I think that's right.
Okay.
Has this been happening the whole time where they're taking fake votes outside and half the people are leaving? That's not fair to anybody.
I don't know. No.
Shady.
It is shady.
Very shady.
Oh, and one thing I want to say, don't point at me and say, she took it upon herself too. Please, take me out of that conversation. I'm trying to avoid going back. Yeah, you did. You pointed at me and said, she.
Well, because outside you had all these
Dear-
people stand
dear-
outside all day,
dear,
and you
just take
you
me out of the
spoofed 'em.
equation.
You should. Shame on you. Like, you
Shame-
spoofed all the old lady out there.
on you.
Oh, please.
For accusing me.
We will not certify that one until
Yeah,
we get an
that's
answer.
shame.
Okay.
I hope that hasn't been. I do too.
Thank you. Well, no, they totally cheated.
All right, ready, folks? Let's go.
Is that your aunt?
Let's go.
All right.
To where the chairs were.
Did you hear that? That's her nephew. He was like, for what it's worth, you're right, and I'm invisible.
Chance to do. All those in favor of the slate presented for the county officers signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. The ayes have it. The motion carries, and those individuals have been elected officers of the Kenton County Republican Party.
I'm
At
confused.
this time, we'll accept a report of the party executive committee members. Recommendations of the nominating committee. Please report. Stop. Chairman.
Members have been nominated are Gary Johnston, Kim Kraft, Sean Baker, Scott Dimmick, Greg Shoemate, Neil Moser, Shad Sleto, Jordan Huizinga, Pam Markham, Debbie Vaughn, Terry Hudipole, John Stanton, Karen Campbell, Jeff Sewell, Al Bailey.
Is there a second to the motion? Second.
Scott, point of information. We'd like
your point.
to understand what the process is. They just announced Shane, Casimir, Lynn, Andy, and we'd like to know.
They were elected
We'd like to know how.
by a voice vote. They were elected.
We'd like to do not a voice vote.
Well, that's not the prerogative of the voice
We never
vote.
voted.
I didn't know it was a voice vote. No explanation given.
Excuse me. We have a motion to second to accept the executive committee report nominations. Is there a second? Do we have a second?
Scott, point of information.
The chair has ruled, and you will remain quiet.
Scott, this is a joke, right?
Oh my God.
This is an election.
No, it's not an election. Oh, funny.
And the question was that there was an agenda approved, the nominating committee report was presented, and it was approved the members were elected. We're now moving to the executive committee members, and there was a clear voice vote.
want a
Now,
voice
No, we
We're
don't
not
want
a
a
voice
voice
vote.
vote. We don't want a voice vote.
all in favor of accepting the executive committee nominations?
No! Motion to count each vote. All say aye. Aye.
The chair is in charge of the meeting, not you, ma'am.
Sir,
He is correct. Motion to adjourn.
no. This is a scam.
This is a railroad. Ashamed. You people, you should be ashamed.
I've never been ashamed of being a
You don't care about the people of your
You
country.
didn't even announce.
That's the truth. That's all you want.
I've been a Republican for a long time.
You never even announced who's running.
You never even announced the other slate. There was another slate put forward.
Scott, this is a joke. This is a joke. Shane, come up here.
Wesley, come on.
Shane, no, come up here. Talk to the people. Shane, no.
I hope
come
there's
up
a
here.
reporter
Talk
here tonight.
to the people that you're representing, supposedly. Where's Shane now?
You guys should be ashamed of yourself.
We asked if there's a negative. No one said anything. We did, but we were drowned out.
I didn't even understand it. It was so quick and done. This was
Shane, make it an honest vote. Are you guys afraid of losing? If you're not afraid, let's go.
We voted.
Why can't we do an honest vote?
I'm not. The reality is this.
Why can't we do an honest? Shane, if you're the chairperson, let us do an honest vote.
Hey, this guy.
You're on this side, we're on this side.
This party, right? Young people, right? It needs young, forward-thinking people. There are many people participating in here that have never participated in the Republican Party process before. Ken, you've been in this for a long time. Have you ever seen a turnout for one of these like this? And there's a reason, my friend. The reason is because the reason is because it is these folks who do not understand, who want to be involved, who do not understand the process, are interested in being heard. And I believe, right, we're not Democrats, right? There ain't anybody here that's a Democrat.
No.
Right?
No.
All right? But the reality is this. Here's
This was a sham.
well, hold on just a minute. Hold on. Listen, guys.
You know it too.
Hey. Cooler heads prevail, but listen, guys. This isn't the way
You all,
this should work.
Let's have a conversation at a different time. Let's
No! Let's do a fair vote. How about, why don't you want to do an honest vote? We've been in the parking lot all day. We can wait another 5 minutes. Okay.
You guys, what are you afraid of? We want to just do it over again. It doesn't matter. Why can't we vote? Why can't we show up? Why can't we vote?
We don't want this.
You guys are afraid.
I'm just saying people get hot. Let's calm down and let's just.
Well, no, we're not dispersing.
We'll talk about it.
No, we want an honest vote. Tonight is the vote. We want an honest vote.
First, I want to say thank you. Second, I want to say the RPK bylaws and the Kenton County Republican Party bylaws are all on the internet. So there's been an opportunity to review those and prepare. The way the nomination committee process works.
Shane, really quick about that. Scott let us know that the bylaws that are on the website aren't the current ones.
They were changed very recently, and they do not impact.
And he actually says tonight he said they're not on the website. He did say that.
They were the other day when I checked. So I apologize if they're not and I misspoke, but they have been for years. But they were as a recent change to allow for this meeting happening here today versus in March. And there was a allowance for COVID-related exceptions and fluid, but that didn't impact anything that happened here tonight. None of those changes. They just allowed for flexibility if it was needed to change, because we are later in the year when this normally happens. It normally happens in March every 4 years. The way that a slate is presented, according to the bylaws, is the current nominations committee of the county party submits a slate. That is voted upon by the body of the newly elected precinct committee. That is what happened here tonight. There is no.
It didn't happen. No, it did not happen.
I said no, and he said we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But I said point of information. He said no, too late.
There was an approval of an agenda. There was no vote for candidates.
And the approval of the agenda is what laid out the roadmap for the night, and that is germane to Robert's rules. That is germane to.
Why wouldn't you just open it up to everyone to vote individually? Why are you trying to shut all these people out? And why are you going to piss them all off?
I was not the chairman.
Open the party up to everybody?
I was not the chairman of this proceeding.
Half the vote like they always do.
I mean, who cares about the bylaws? Use common sense.
When's your first meeting, Shane? Hey, I think if you want to take turns talking, but raise your hand, because talking over each other is not going to win anything. Okay? Well, this young lady has her hand up. So
Go.
The first time he said, nay, whoever opposes, me, a lady next to me, a lady, and then he told her to be quiet. It wasn't her turn. No, that didn't make sense. She said no, and he said, be quiet, and then talked over everybody. And then everybody started yelling because people want to be heard, and I don't understand how this is fair. This is my first time here. I thought voting meant you go over it. Okay. And you vote on a piece of paper, because how do we know that there is a 4 of us here?
Yeah, Shane, come on now.
What
are you going to do about it, Shane?
My group left because they didn't want to hear anything, because they already got that's who they wanted. So I know you understand, and you have to say what you got to say, and we get that because of who, there's always like a higher up person. But like, so why can't we do that here? I don't understand. What do we got to do now?
You should call for a revote, Shane. You should call for a revote. You should.
Let's count how many people are here now.
Yeah.
Why can't we just do that? Why can't, I mean, if this
Well,
is
they can
all.
call for another revote with everybody back. Yes, you do. You have the authority. You're the
Okay,
chairman.
well, and count. Okay, and that's fine. But let's just do a count.
Yeah.
Why can't we do
Are
that?
you going to stand up and lead the party and go for a recount? Are you going to do that? Are you going to do that?
Because
Yes or no? It's easy. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no question. Can you do
I
it?
do not have the authority to reconvene the precinct committee.
Voted for Shane. Go over
Direct
there.
violation of the rules and the process that's put in place. There is not a procedure in place to do what you're recommending. I'm not going to ask. There was a
Pull up the
voice
rules
vote.
where it says you can't split the parking lot.
Where does it? Yeah.
If you've been involved in any board or commission, voice votes are a very regular thing. So nothing shady was done.
I said I wanted.
But we're
We were requesting to count those.
We couldn't even hear the guy talk.
I know. We couldn't even hear him. Our voices never heard. No, why'd we come?
I was told, I just came back because I was here before. I was told that voting in the parking lot was illegal. Yeah.
What are you going to do?
They cheated. And then they cheated again. So they should nullify everything and start over. I agree with you. This is wrong.